Good morning and welcome to the Dutch Spotted National Show here at the Royal Welsh. It's going to be a great day, sun is shining, and I think we're in for a great show of sheep today. So we start off with the age ram class. In the age ram class we have, how many have we got? Let me look at the list. We have 7 entries. So the entries are from Chloe Harden, Darren Sean Haywood, A&M Jones, Gil Roger and Sean Jones, Rodri Jones, Harry Vaughan and the Wilsons. That's your first entries for the age ram, which is a two shear and over, and this is class 1267. So just as we're waiting for the sheep to come in, let's chat about Laura. So Laura Monk, she's from the Saveock Flock, and she farms down in Cornwall. So she's on a fair drive this weekend to get across here from Monday morning. And she's very much a family affair. Lauren's parents, sister and partner all playing a role in the farm, especially throughout the busy show season. She was just telling me beforehand she's got 5 more shows she's judging after this throughout the rest of the season, so she's going to be very busy. And alongside the Dutch Spotted, she runs a commercial flock comprising of both pedigree and commercial breeding, including Chaldays, Texels, Suffolk sheep, and together with Cattle Enterprise. So what she's going to be looking for is the main thing. She's looking for a wide level top, a full back end, correct mouth and legs, along with style, presence that catches your eye. Now I think we're going to have plenty of that today. If the Royal Highland and the Royal and the Great Yorkshires to go by, I think she's going to have plenty to choose from today. Some of the exhibitors were at Yorkshire on Wednesday last week, so they probably came straight across here to get ready for the Royal Welsh. And let's get going. So we're literally just waiting for sheep coming in at the minute. We'll just hold it on the wide for now while the sheep come in the ring, and I'll be back to update in a minute. So there we go. As you can see, the age rams are coming into the ring now. So as we just wait for the next entries coming in, as you've seen, Laura just had a quick look at the first 2 there. Oh, here they come. Coming behind me now. They're walking into the ring. So in a minute or 2 we'll be ready to get going with this class. Good to see that some have got numbers on and some haven't, so that might make my job a little bit easier. So we currently just have 4 in the ring at the minute, but let's just see if there's any last few to come in. And then Laura's just speaking to the steward at the minute. She's just chatting away, making sure everybody's in that needs to be in. And just a little reminder, we are live streaming straight from the showground, so if we do get any buffers in the internet, don't worry, we'll be back up straight away. After the show, there will be a full HD version getting uploaded to YouTube, along with the Yorkshire and the Highlands, so you can watch back whenever you want in a higher quality. So if there's any drops in signal, that'll be why. And also there is commentary throughout the whole show. Sometimes I just turn the mic off if it's a little quiet moment, but don't worry if it goes quiet. I'm not saying anything, it'll come back on when I'm ready to talk. So there we go, we got confirmation it's just 4 for this class. And Laura is now making her way down the line first. We're just chatting about how she's going to do this, how she's going to do the judging. She said she's going to look down the line first, and then she's going to feel the muscles, do the usual checks, and then she'll let them run, walk with each other, compare each other, and then she'll pull them forward in the order that she needs them to be.
Welsh Mountain. In rings 3 and 4, the Kerry Hill.
So she's just looking over the Joneses at the minute. So she was looking at Sean Jones's, and then now looking at AM Jones. Just your usual checks. So as if you didn't hear me earlier, what Laura's looking for is a spotty that has a wide level top with a full back end, correct mouth and legs, along with a style presence that catches your eye.
One of the main sponsors for the sheep section again this year is Saveock Data Limited, and Saveock are delighted to sponsor the sheep section champions and supreme dairy heifer at this year's Royal Welsh Show. Farmer-owned and family-run, Saveock Data is a leading provider of livestock identification and management solutions, supporting farmers all over the world.
It's crazy that it's not even 9 o'clock and the ringside is absolutely packed full this morning, which is really good to see. Everybody's here to watch the Dutch Spotted as they crack on. So, must be a couple of rows deep in some places. So here we go. So Laura's now just going to let them run a little bit so they can see them walking, just compare the two between them and go from there.
Extend a very warm welcome in ring 1 and 2 to the
Ladies and gentlemen,
So there you
we
go.
have our first results in the Texel sheep
So
competition.
Laura's
And
picked
our judge
for
here today
her
is David
first selection
Clark
there.
from Lancashire. And
He's not
in
wearing a
class
number, so I can't quite confirm who
1256,
it
the
is
round
just
to
yet.
Sheeran Over. First year with
But
exhibit
in
number
currently in second
6632
is
the property IE Williams,
6767, which is
The
from
second
Gil,
man
Roger
with
and
exhibit
Sean
number
Jones.
6631,
And
RJ
then
Watkins, bred by the
in
exhibitor.
third is currently
Guy Bowler the door.
6766 from AM Jones. And then we have 6765 from Darren and Sean Haywood. So Laura made her first choice there, and now we're on to the second class. This is class 1268 and it's the Ramshaling. On the book we have 8 entries on here, but we'll just check how many is in the actual ring.
In class 1267, and that's the round to Sheeran Over. First over the exhibit number 6770 is the property of ARP and DR Wilson. And in second with exhibit number 6767, Jill Rogers and Sean Jones. And in third with exhibit number 6766, in third is AM Jones, bred by Emma Allen. So thank you again, goes to Judge Laura Monk from Saveock Farm in Cornwall. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi am teithio lan I Llanelwyn.
So there we go, as you head on the tunnel. So who took first place in the last class was 6770, which was from ARP and Dr. Wilson. But now we'll move on to the Ramshaling class and just make sure that all the entries are in first. And while we do that, I'll just update the graphics. So the graphics are now updated. You can see the first, second, and third now there. And this class we're on to is the Ram Shilling class, which is class 1268. There's meant to be 8 entries in this. We're just checking everybody's in the ring at the minute. So the steward's just away to make sure that everybody's here. We currently have 5 in the ring at the minute. So we'll just make sure that everybody's here, and then we can crack. Then Laura can crack on. So there we go. This class is now cracking on. Laura's now doing the first look down the line. We have 7 in the ring. So Laura's had her first look. She's now just going to check the muscle structure in each one, check the teeth, make sure they're all correct. So again, she's looking for a wide level top with a full back end, a correct mouth and legs, along with a style that catches her eye. And she'll do the exact same routine over every single one to make sure all the exhibitors are judged evenly and fairly. So in this class on the entries in the catalogue we had Chloe Harding, Jack Howells, Ali Jackson, A.M. Jones, William Price, Susanna Williams, A.R.P. Wilson and Darren Whitcomb.
Dunbeer UK are also
We're just
proud
checking
sponsors
numbers just to make sure
of
who's
Royal
actually
Welsh
in the
Show
ring.
this year. Dunbeer is one of Europe's
So
leading
once
food
again,
companies, founded
Laura
in
lets
1976.
these shearing rams off, lets them walk together, see how they compare against each other, how the forelegs walk, check that vigour. Laura's certainly not hanging around, she knows what she likes. I mean, they're not helping the walking situation, they're just all stood around, just chilling. Yeah. Good way to compare the top lines across the uniformity across the breed. Just shows how spectacular the Dutch spotted breed is. And we've got breeders from all over the country here at the national show, and the uniformity across the whole lot is quite impressive. So I think she's just pulled Darren Whitcomb forward first. She's just making her lower place choices here. Oh.
Canlyniad cyntaf i gyfer Defed Mynydd Du.
The ram shearling, and in first year with exhibit number 6640, that goes to Partridge Nest. The second then with exhibit number 6637, that goes to Jennifer Aiken.
So there we go. Darren Whitcomb takes first place in that class. My view's blocked, but Soph's got a really good view for you. We've seen the rosettes getting pulled. TV's crew's here. And we'll just get the numbers for second and third place sorted for you. They just don't seem to be wearing named in the numbers, so I can't quite. My eyesight's not that good, so we'll get that confirmed for you as soon as we can. So there we go, results come in. So first place was Darren Whitcomb with 6778, then Chloe Harding with 6771, and then it was in third place was William Price with 6775.
Located just to the right hand side of the tower here.
So we now move on to the Ram Lamb class. Now this is a really big class. We've got 31 entries up on the catalogue here. A couple of entries from near enough every exhibitor. So we've got who have we got? We've got Kirsty Besant first, and Joshua Bowen, Alice Ellis, Afon Williams, Stephen Sarah Gibbs, Chloe Harding, Jack Howells, Ali Jackson, A.M. Jones, Gil Roger and Sean Jones, Roger Jones, Austin Michelle Lockyer, CNN Lockyer, William Price, Robertsons, Harry Vaughan, Susanna Williams, ERP and Dr. Wilson, and Darren Whitcomb and William Workman. So we'll see how many actually come into the ring. We've got 31 on the catalogue. It's going to be a busy show ring. And we've got the first one in the bottom corner at the minute. And then, oh, here they come. They're just all trotting right past us and round the back and in the ring. And already the judge is going to have plenty to choose from here. Great selection of sheep coming through. Once they're all in, Laura will have a look over the, do a first line, have a quick glance, pull forward a top 10 or so, and then let the other exhibitors go, and then she'll just work her way down the top 10 to pick her first, second, third, fourth and fifth from this class and go from there. As I said, it's going to be a big class, this one. Laura's got her work cut out here. But what a great selection of ram lambs for the Dutch Spotted again. I mean, all three shows have been fantastic, and now at the national show, of course, it's going to be the very best. Some of the very best breeders and exhibitors of the Dutch Spotted are here today to take the prize of the national champion. So we'll work as best as we can with the numbers on the exhibitors and get you the results as quickly as we can. It does help that a lot of the class does have their numbers on this time, which is really handy. Laura's already absolutely beaming with smiles and what she's seen in the ring already, which is always positive. So rough count for us there is 25 actually in the ring. And I think the stewards are just chatting with Laura just to see if she's ready to go and start looking through the first look. And there we go. As you can see, she'll just pop into your screen there. She's going to start looking at this bottom corner and work her way up to the top. And then she'll do that second line. Again, she's just going to do her first look and go from there.
Whereas in the rings 9 and 10, with the
So Laura's certainly not hanging around today. She's making sure that she gives all the exhibitors the correct time and while she's showing her sheep. But she's also speeding through the classes. 40 minutes into the show and we're already on to the Ram Lambs. This is a bigger class, so it will take some time to decipher and work out who she wants in this top 10. She's just putting a crook down now, so now she's at her first look. She's just going to look at the teeth, make sure the legs are ground, look at that that wide, full level top and a full back end. That's what she's looking for. As you can see there, she's doing them checks. So she checks the teeth, then she goes down the back, making sure that it's wide and level, and then she will check the back end and make sure she's happy with that as well. So she's going to take some time working her way up this first line and then working her way back down the second line. So then once she's had a look at them, she will pull forward the ones that she likes, which is probably, she said, roughly about the 10 when I was chatting to her earlier. So she'll pull them forward and then, you never know, there might be 13 that she likes to pull forward. So we'll go from there. the show ring today is absolutely packed full. Where I'm stood with 4 or 5 deep. Up by so from the top end, there's easily 3 or 4 deep, all the way down the entire ring, which is just fantastic. Great support for British agriculture, and it's great to see that all these exhibitors are getting their stock shown in front of so many people. It takes a lot of work to get these sheep into to the standards that they are. So quite rightly, the crowd should be big, so they can show them off. Like we said, Laura's going to give some time just to make sure that she gives every single exhibitor the attention that they deserve. It takes a lot of hard work, not just from the exhibitor, but from the whole farming team to bring these sheep to the show, never mind the preparation beforehand on the farm, from the clipping to the feed, to making sure that the pedigrees and the genetics are right for what that farm needs and what works their system. There's a lot of hard work goes into bringing every single one of these, so they should be all very proud just to even show at the Royal Welsh and at the national show. It takes a hell of a lot of effort to be here. So it's always important to make sure that all the exhibitors are given the correct amount of time and respect, which Laura, of course, Laura is going to do. But at the end of the day, it is a competition. There's got to be a one winner in this class. Sadly, not all of them will be a chance.
A long line of Balwens in front of the sheep tower here.
So we'll just let her carry on making her way up to this line.
Another good class in the Dutch.
So she's pulled the first couple forward. So the first couple forward is 6782 and 6783 and 6784. That's who's been pulled forward just now at my end. And just as she works her way further up. So there we go, she's pulling some ones further forward. So as you can see in the right hand corner of your shot at the minute, you can see the kind of ram lambs that Laura's pulled forward. So this was her first selection. They're in no order just at the minute. This is just what she's pulled forward, what she likes straight away. You see the young lad at the front there. All about the showmanship, making sure that the lamb is standing correct and always waiting for the judge to look, because you never know. While they're in the ring, the judge is always watching. Got to make sure. Got to think that the judge is always watching. That's the most important thing.
Exhibit 4596 from Saveock Flock.
So as you can see, the ring's got quite busy now as Laura's pulled forward a row. We're now into 3 rows, so just while she carries on picking her first selection, and then the ring will disperse a little bit, and then we can reorganise things where they need to be. So just bear with us while Laura's just working her way through the lines and pulling them forward. I think she's sadly pulled more than 13 forward in my so we might have 2 or 3 selections in this ring, in this class, but she's certainly making sure that she's been thorough in her decision making. And we'll just let Laura carry on making her first selection, and then we'll let this ring clear out and we'll carry on. As you can see, that's her made her first selection, so the rest of the exhibitors have been let out of the ring, and they should all be applauded for their time of getting their sheep to the ring in the first place. But the show goes on, and we'll go on with this next selection. So again, she's going to go down these lines, compare each one with each other, see which one she likes, and no doubt she'll pull another set forward, or she'll let them run together and just compare them that way, and then make her first selection. As you can see, she's pulled forward a second line. So again, she's just making her way down the line. Sometimes easier just to move on from some, clear the ring, so you can see the sheep in a better condition, and a bit more space. So as you see in the left, right in your corner, your screen, as the Dutch spot is getting TV coverage, which is always good to see. We'll just pan it up to Sophie on the camera as Laura carries on judging. So she's just making sure she's happy with her second pull, I should say. She's certainly deciding between which one she wants.
And the RWAS special rosettes for the best ram lamb.
There you go, she's pulled one forward down at the bottom there.
By Mr. and Mrs. Ward.
Right.
It was awarded to exhibit number 4830, William power.
So by the sounds of it, she's going to let these ones run first, so we can see how they walk with each other, and then she'll let the other ones done first. So I'll try and find a view for yous. It's on me, so. So we're just trying to work out what was all happening there. So Laura's just made her first selection, and then this is just sorting out the lower order numbers.
That's the UK's leading rural
And
insurer
just
over 110 years at the end of
as you can see in your bottom of your screen there, they've lined up right in front of Sophie. So that's your current first, second and thirds. And then the next selection for the lower numbers further down. They're just getting decided right now.
The joint stand winner.
So currently we have in provisional first place is Darren Whitcomb with 6808, and in third is also Darren
The Hebog Cup for the
with
best round man,
6807.
which
I'm
goes
trying to
to
work out which
4616
number
EH Mander
of
Son.
sheep is in second at the minute, as we can't seem to see the name tag, but we'll get there. So as you can see on the camera now, Laura's just making her last choices right down at the bottom of the ring, and then she'll work her way back up to the top, where she'll see if she's happy with her decision. So there we go. Think we're happy with the I think she's happy. Yep, that's the rosettes coming now, as you in your screen now. So Laura's happy with her top three. And we got Darren takes first place. I believe 6808. And we'll just get Penny's doing her work and getting the numbers for us. Thank you, Penny. So that's round classes done for today. Now we're on to the U classes, starting with the 2 Shearer Novas. We have 7 in the catalogue, but we'll just check how many are in the ring. Entries from numbers 6810 to 6816. So we'll just wait for them to come into the ring. And this is your age U class, which is 2 shear and over, but they have to have had a lamb in this year. And there's 7 entries in the catalogue for this class.
sponsors here. So diolch yn fawr iawn i Alistair Davis from Farmers. He's the Beef and Sheep UK man. So pobl on their stand there, and we always appreciate having our sponsors in the sheep ring with us. So diolch yn fawr iawn ti Alistair, am dy gwmni ti heddi. So he's been looking over class 1269, the Ram Lamb in the Dutch Spotted Sheep. And in first turn, with exhibit number 6808 goes to Darren Whitcomb. Then in second, with exhibit number 6786 goes to Chloe Harding. Third then, with exhibit number 6807 again to Darren Whitcomb. And in fourth, with exhibit number 6794 goes to Jill Rogers and Sian Jones.
No more
A very strong class there of Ram Lambs, and a good example of the Dutch spotted sheep.
So there we go, just to confirm the Ram Lamb classes, which was class 1269. First place was 6808 from Darren Whitcomb. Second place was 6786
Second place, 4605.
6786 from Chloe Harding. And then third place was 6807 from Darren again. We're now on to the aged U classes. Again, this is 2 shear and over, but they've had to have had a lamb in this year. So we have 6 in the ring. Just checking the numbers. Stuart's just going through, making sure everything's alright, making sure the correct animals are in the ring. But Laura's just starting at this bottom end and she's going to work her way up. So again, this is the national show for the Dutch Spotted. So just as it was with the Rams, Laura's going to be looking for a spotty that's has a wide level top with a full back end, with correct mouth and legs, along with a style and presence that catches your eye. And with the ewe, it's all about the genetics, and it's can with the Rams as well. What works for their flock and what works for their farm.
Congratulations to Bailey and Gary Halls, exhibit number 4575, for winning the trophy.
And as Laura joked with me before the start of the show, she said that if we all liked the exact same sheep, there'd be nothing to judge. So that one's not too keen on Laura judging it. The strength of the exhibitor there, making sure that Laura's doing the best that she can. There's certainly one way to say pick me, pick me. We have a lot of entries in the U classes today. So in his first class we have 7 entries, but in the U Shealing class we have 23 entries. In the U Lamb class we have 31 entries. So it's great to see a lot of entries. Just shows how popular the breed is. It is next year celebrates the 10th anniversary of the society in the UK. So there'll be lots of events and sales, no doubt, to commemorate the 10th year of the breed. It's the first time the national show has moved away from the Great Yorkshire Show. So it's the first time we've had it in Wales. And what a great show to have it at. The ringside is absolutely heaving, it's absolutely packed. All eyes on the breed as well. Where I'm stood, it's about 3 to 4 people deep. Just people trying to grab a glimpse of these wonderful, wonderful ewes. So you go, just as we did with the Rams, she's had a first look, she walks them, gets them to walk around. Oh, we're going right into this corner. Photographers are getting in the way. Right, it's on me, there we go. Let's see what we can see. There we go. We all want to be on camera here, that's what's certain. So there you go, Laura's just having a look through, she's just checking how one compares to the other. There you go, it's a great view there just to see what Laura's seeing. There you go, it's the first one tapped forward, there's the second.
First prize went to exhibit number 6808. Darren Whitcomb. Niall, second place, 6796. Chloe Harding and Trydydd.
There we go. So that's the first provisional lineup selected. So we'll just try and get some numbers for you to see who's in the top 3. So there we go. So we had Jackson's in first place there, and then we had Dale Wilson in second, and Joshua Bowen in third. So we move on to the shearling ewes now. This is a big class. We have 23 entries in the class for this one.
And
I'll let
we've
the,
had the
I'll let
results
the
here
Tannoy guy
for
talk.
class 1270. The two-year over has been red lambs in 2026. And in first year with exhibit number 6811, Alistair Jackson. Second with exhibit number 6816 goes to ARP and DR Wilson. And third then with exhibit number 6810, Joshua Bowen. And in fourth with exhibit number 6815, Hannah Vaughan.
There you go. Alright, so the shearling ewes are just walking behind me right now. They'll be coming straight into the ring. You'll see them come onto your camera in a minute.
1.
So Laura's just working her first selection, working her way through this first class here. This first row, I should say. I think we've got a full class here today with 23 entries. Oh no, it's on you. It's on you. As you can see, it's a really busy show ring. Again, with top quality use here from all the exhibitors, no doubt. Poor old William's sweating his dish off in the camera over here. And you're shot bang in the middle. I don't think he's prepared for this heat. Yeah. As you can see, Laura's just going to check the confirmation, check the mouths and teeth, make sure they're incorrect, then work down the back end, and make sure that she's happy with what she sees and what she feels. And she'll do that for every single one, all the way up the line, up to the top, and then back down the second row as well. She'll pull forward a selection for her first pull that she likes to see, and then let the rest of them go, and then it'll allow her to see her top 10 or so in better form with a little bit more space, let them walk around against each other, and then potentially do a final line. She might do 2 lines like she did in the Ram class, but we'll just let her do her thing as she works her way down the line here. So in this class we do have multiple entries from a number of exhibitors. So we might know the exhibitor, but we might just not know at this distance which exact sheep it is. So bear with us when we do the class results towards the end. Hopefully we can see the numbers nice and clearly on each of the exhibitors. I'll at least get some help from some of the exhibitors around the ring, pointing us out which numbers are which. But yeah, Laura's just going to take her time as she works through this line. So we'll just follow her on the way up to the ring, all the way up this first line. As you can see, Laura's now starting to make her first pull. They're not in any particular order at the minute, so it doesn't matter which one she pulls forward first. She's just working her way through the line.
North Country Chief Scientist
So,
going to sponsor the show.
so from that first line, she's now pulled forward. She now goes on to the second line and checks these U's. And then she probably will pull a few forward from that row as well. And the rest of them will get sent back to the pens. So there we go. That's Laura completed her first pull. So we'll just let the remaining exhibitors out the ring, and then we'll line these selected forward. So these will get lined up, and then Laura starts the process again, where she checks their vigour, checks their confirmation, and then she will probably let them off, walk around, and then make her final selection that way. So Laura's just made a second pull from that line up there that she likes. Again, I don't think these are in any particular order just yet. So she's just letting these run at the minute. And then go on to that far away corner. And let me just pan the camera around if I can. Typical, they put us right into the dark black corner, and we'll see what we can get. Give the sheep a bit of a shade for a moment or two. But she's all the exhibitors doing the best they can just to just lift the sheep's head, show how alert they are, and just say, pick me, pick me. So I think this might be provisionally a top 5 at the minute. Looks like 6824 got pulled forward first there. So 6824 is from the Harry Jacksons. Right in front of you there. That's a really nice shot of that shielding you. And then we'll just see who she picks out next. And now Laura's just making her way through that second batch, just so they can walk in a smaller number. Just to make sure that she's made the right decision with the ones at the top of the list, and then still give rosettes out for the lower numbers as well. We were just joking on the sidelines there, saying it would be helpful if they had more. They all had the numbers on them. So in first place went to 6824, Mary Jackson. And we'll just wait for the numbers to come through. The exact sheet is there. Penny's on the march, she's off to get the tags. 26825, which is also Mary Jackson. I didn't quite see that number. And then, so we've got first place, Mary Jackson, 6824. Second place was 6825, and then third place went to the Wilsons. We're just waiting to know exactly which number it is, but the third place was taken by Wilsons. So that's the shielding use done. So we are now on to the ewe lambs. So in the catalogue we have 31 entries in this class. So again we have the similar setup as how we had for the shearings. Do a first pull and then we'll do a second pull after that. We're all just sitting outside the ring waiting to go in. So no doubt we'll be on with this class very soon.
Gitavana in first place in the new shearing with exhibit number 6824 goes to Alistair Jackson. Second with exhibit number 6825 again goes to Alistair Jackson. In third with exhibit number 6834 is the property of ARP and DR Wilson. And in fourth with exhibit number 6822 Steve and Sarah Gibbons. And in fifth, exhibit number 6821, Steve and Sarah Gibbons.
So there we go.
Fourth, Carwyn Lewis.
The next class is coming in.
Exhibit number 6752, Peter Stubbs.
So Laura's had a quick drink break just while we're waiting for them to come in there.
Exhibit number 6742, Mano Hill, Texas.
So again, it's another really big class. 31 entries in the catalogue. So just as we get this class going, you can see at the top of the line there, Laura's going to have her hands full with this class. Top quality from all the way through that first line in, and the second line's on, it's still coming in. We've got a queue of spotties all around us.
Well, we welcome the Ulams.
So they're not non-stop.
Just spotted, class 1272. Very boisterous class of Ulams. And each one of these sheep are very individually spotted. With one similarity.
So there we go. I think we've got everybody's in the ring with 31 entries. Quick maths, was either 30 or 31 in the ring. So Laura's just making her way down, as you can see in the camera right now. She's just starting at the bottom of this row first, then she'll work her way up to the top of this row, and then she'll work on a second. What she has been doing through the whole show, she works along the first row, pulls out ones from there, and then she goes into the second row and pulls them out from there, leaving with about 10 to 12 for her first selection. And then she'll run half of them in one side of the ring, run the other half on the other side, make sure that she's happy with her selection, and then hand out the rosettes. So we'll try and keep you on keep you going with what's going on in the ring, but it is busy, so sometimes there's a lot going on. So this is our last major show of the year, but there's lots of local shows and regional shows for the Dutch Sport Society still to go in this summer. Sales that we've got coming up, we have the Carlisle Premier Breed Sale up in Carlisle, and that sale is being judged by Louise Nash. Even though the Dutch Sport is a new society in the UK, there's 1,348 members, and new members joining every week, which is always good to see. Keeps Penny and the team busy for the registrations. So just while Laura's doing her thing at the minute, some things to be aware of. So the 3 counties, the Dutch Spotted won Supreme Pairs, and they also won the group champion as well at the 3 counties. They were Supreme Interbreed champion at the Cheshire County Show, and then we had a dedicated Dutch Spotted class at the Royal Highland Show, which you can watch back on the live stream. We were there for that one, which just shows how the breed continues to grow in its popularity. And as we said, this is the first time we've brought the national show to the Royal Welsh. Just shows the popularity of the breed to be able to bring it here. And it's great to see exhibitors from all over the country bringing their sheep down and showing off against their competitors about what they like, what their flocks like, and compare them against everybody else. So this class is our last biggest class of the day. with 31 entries. We then, after this class, we go to group of threes, which is your ram with 2 females. There's only 4 entries in that one, and then we're on to the championships. So we're absolutely flying through this show today. It's been, as you will have seen on the live stream, it's been a fantastic quality right from the beginning of the day. You could even say the show's been an absolute scorcher. So there we go, Laura's made her first pull forward, and we'll just thank the exhibitors who didn't quite make the cut this time. But thank you for your time, thank you for your exhibiting here today at the National Show. You should be very proud of what you've achieved and your farm's achieved to get to this point. And we'll hopefully see you back for another show in another year. So we move on to the first pull. And Laura will make her way back down the line again and see which one she wants in the top 5. So again, the first look here, just as Wayne goes lovely into the shot. She's just having them walk next to each other, just as we've done for every single class, comparing each one, and then she'll make a provisional pick from there. Oh, they're all over the place. We'll see who's in first place here. There we go. So it looks like Wilson's at 1 and 2 here at the minute. And then Chloe's in third. And then we'll just go up to the top of the ring with Sophie, and we'll just see how she selects the lower placing orders in their grid in this class. Still important to make sure we get all the way down to 10 for the placings. So provisionally at the minute we have the Wilsons in first and second by the looks of it, and we have Chloe Harding in third. Again, these are all provisionals until the rosettes are given out. So there we go, took by surprise, but first place, the Wilsons, and then second place again, the Wilsons. Penny's just getting the ear tags and the numbers, making sure the right ones, we put the right ones first and second, and then Chloe Harden in third. And we'll get these results updated for you on the graphics. And the next class we go to is the group of threes. There's only 4 in that class, and then we're on to the championships. So we got the results for that class. First is 6866 from the Wilsons, and then second was 6867 from the Wilsons, and then third place was 6849 from Chloe Harden. We now move on to class 1273, which is the group of threes. There's only 4 entries in this class. So it's all about looking at uniformity across the male and the females. So you have one male, one ram, and two ewes in the class. And it's about how the three present themselves together. So we'll just wait for them to come into the ring. So here we go. We got the groups of threes coming into the ring now. We're just hiding in the shade, just getting the while the rest of the class comes in. I don't blame them, finding some shade. We'll just wait for the rest of the entries to come in, and then Laura will start making her way through the class.
Class 1272 in first there with exhibit number 6866. The property of A.R.P. and D.R. Wilson. And in second with exhibit number 6867. Ditto A.R.P. and D.R. Wilson. In third then in class 1272 is Chloe Harding. And in fourth with exhibit number 6842 Joshua Bowen.
So there we go. I think that's them all in now. So there should be 4 groups here. There might only be 3, but we'll see how they get on. So again, so what Laura's looking for here is what the same characteristics she's been looking for all day, but she's just looking across the uniformity across all 3, making sure that they're uniform, and you can tell straight away. So yeah, we've got 3 teams today. We've gone up for the best group of 3. And Laura's just making her way around on this first patch here, and then she'll move up to the second 2 over there. These ones back the shade first way. It's a great shot what Laura's looking for there. Right, now she's moved on to the next ones. Laura's certainly not hanging around. She's already made a decision. So, which group is she going with? So there we go. This group here, yep. Congratulations. They've won the best 3, group of 3s. And then second place is up at the top for Darren Whitcomb, I believe. So it was Ali Jackson that took that one there, took first place, and it was Dale Whitcomb that took second place. Now after this we move on, we'll let Wayne get his photographs, and then we'll move on to first the male championships, and then female, then overall.
for the best group comprising 1 male and 2 females. And your winner there with exhibit number 6872, Alistair Jackson, and the reserve champion goes to exhibit number 6874, Darren Whitcomb.
I'll come to you, so. So, in our age ram at the front there, who's Laura's was looking at, is 6770 from the Wilsons, and then the shieling ram is 6778 from Darren Whitcomb, and the ram lamb is also from Darren Whitcomb at 6808. So she's going to look at these, which ones she wants to pick for the champion here. And which way is she going to go? Is she going to go for the age ram, or is she going younger? Having a good look at all three here, see which ones hit Laura criteria the most. These are all top of the class anyways. Which one did she remember? We gotta remember when she comes to the championships, she judges at a new class. It's how the ram is shown right now in the ring. So I think she's made a decision. And it is going to the ram lamb, which is 6808. No, it's back on track. Go to you now. It's on you. So now she's picked a champion. We'll move on to picking reserve. This is our second place from the ram class that's moved up to compete for reserve champion. And she's picked the aged ram. So reserve champion goes to the Wilsons, which was 6770, and the male champion goes to the ram lamb, which was 6808 from Darren Whitcomb. So we'll move on to the female championship now. So Laura's looking through a female champion, class winners now to pick out a female champion. So in her age U was 6811 from Ali Jackson, and then a Sheelan U was 6824 from Ali Jackson, and a U Lamb was 6866 from the Wilsons. So I wonder if she's going to go for her lambs again, or is she going to go for her aged, or a Zealand. Just having that last quick check. Wonder which way she's going to go. There we go. And she's picked her age U, which was 6811 from Ali Jackson. So well done to the team, the Jackson team, for winning that one. And now second place moves up to compete for reserve champion. There we go, she's made a decision, getting the rosettes ready. Who's she going to pick?
Wel, dyna ni. Yr berniadu wedi dod I ben efo'r defed mynydd Balwen. There we have it. The judging has come to an end.
It's gone
with
to
the
the
Balwen
ewe lamb,
Welsh Mountain sheep.
which is
Once again,
6866
Davies, Saveock Flock.
from the Wilsons. Well done to them.
Some very strong Balwen classes here today.
So, female champion was 6811 from Ali Jackson, and the female reserve champion was 6866 from ARP and DR Wilson.
The reserve there goes to the ramp to Sheernova.
So now we move on to the overall championship here.
Gary Howells. We then move on.
So there we go, she's taking a look over these now. A female champion and a male champion. Which way she's going to go? She's made a quick decision. She's gone with the Ali Jackson, which was her age U. So congratulations to them, winning overall champion. So that was 6811. Congratulations to them. They went and won overall champion here at the Royal Welsh. And we'll just select out the reserve champion. There we go. And she's gone with her male champion. congratulations to both of them. So that went dead. There was a black screen on the screen. I think we might have missed. So there we go. Overall champion went to Ali Jackson, and reserve champion went to Darren Whitcomb.
The Welsh Show spectacle for you all to be ready for when we're ready to start those classes.
Thank you again today
In
for
about
watching the live stream.
20 minutes to half an hour or so.
It's been a great show for the Dutch Spotted and their national show. Quality from right from the beginning all the way to the end, and a worthy winner as our champion. And once again, thank you to the Dutch Spotted Sheep Society for getting us to live stream their shows throughout the summer. Keep an eye on their social media for all the results and any interbreed championships throughout the week, and then they'll have some sales later on in the year, so keep an eye on all the socials. Thank you again. This has been a Herds Media production for the Dutch Spotted Sheep Society, and your overall champion was Ali Jackson.